Video, I'm going to be making Ellie and Dina from The Last of Us 2. It was one of my favorite games ever, and I decided I wanted to make my favorite characters into the Sims characters. I hope you guys enjoy the video, and let's get straight into it. Started out with Dina, who might have been my favorite character. I don't know exactly, but she was really cute, and I decided to start off with her first. And I had to go on Google to look up photos of her because I couldn't remember her exactly, and I wanted it to be as accurate as possible. So throughout the video, you guys will see me going back and forth between photos of Dina and Ellie because I have a memory of a goldfish. So I kind of kept on losing it right here because I couldn't find the exact facial stuff I wanted to give her. And like I kept on adjusting the lips, the eyes, the actual face. So I just went to skin details and was like, okay, I'm gonna mess with this stuff later. Let's just do this first. So now onto my favorite part, the hair. The hair is my favorite part probably because I feel like it's the first thing you see when you actually look at a Sims character, at least in my opinion. So I like making a hair that perfectly fits them. So it takes me 55 million years to actually choose a hairstyle. So in reality, I spent around 30 to 40 minutes looking for a hairstyle. So I edited half of that out because it was insane. So if you guys see a little bit of like choppiness in the video, I'm sorry about that. That is just me critiquing myself for the longest time ever, and I don't want you guys to have to sit through that. So I hope you guys enjoy me selecting hair. Okay, so now I'm onto the clothing, which was possibly the most challenging part. Like, I love putting clothing on my Sims, but for this exact challenge, it was so hard finding something that matched their photos. So you guys might have to put up with a little bit of like mismatching stuff because I couldn't get it exactly accurate towards the photos. I actually went CC shopping throughout the video multiple times and I had to leave the game because I couldn't find anything, but I still couldn't find anything then. So I hope you guys enjoy the process of me just slowly losing my mind. This is the end of me doing Dina. I just did some final adjustments and I left it at that and started on Ellie. So looking back at the game, I think Ellie was one of my favorite characters because if you guys haven't seen both the first and the last game, she was like one of the main protagonists throughout the entire story. And she just, you felt like whenever she felt an emotion, you felt it too. And I was just so connected to her that she was probably my favorite. So yeah, I was very excited to do her part and I wanted to do her justice. So her part probably took 30 minutes and I had to cut it down, no, 40 minutes, and I had to cut it down into around 7. So that was a lot of work. So I went back to Dina to give her an eyelid overlay because I was about to give, or I had given Ellie one and I wanted to see if any worked on her. None of them really suited her, so I decided not to give her one. And I ended up wasting 4 to 5 seconds of my life. It was a very traumatic experience for me. So you know how I said I love doing hair? Well, I typically do. But Ellie made that very hard because I had all the hairstyles I could possibly have and none of them matched her. Like I had short, long, medium. I even had one that matched her younger, like the first game's hairstyle, but it didn't work. So I soon after had to go CCE shopping and I went to the Sims resource, Simsdom Pinterest, and then I eventually found something, but I stuck with this one for the time being. So now onto the clothing. So I found this really good shirt that I was like, this matches her exact avatar, but none of the pants matched it, so I had to go looking for another shirt. So I spent practically another 40 minutes looking just for a shirt for her, and I couldn't really find anything, so I went CC shopping again, and I found this plaid shirt, and I was like, that would probably work well in a apocalyptic universe, but it made her shoulders look gigantic, and I wasn't really going for that look. So then I went back and I just found like this shirt I had downloaded a while ago, and I added like some extra little details onto it. So, in the middle of the process, I found a height slider mod, which I'd been looking for because they are not actually really this tall. Dina's a little bit shorter, and Ellie isn't the tallest either. She's a little bit taller than Dina, but still. So, as you can see, I started testing out some like height, and then I found some heights that I actually liked. I continued fidgeting with it for a little bit. But I went back to Dina because I had downloaded a leather shirt that I really liked that matched her actual in game character, but I guess I didn't actually put it in my downloads or my download folder, my mod folder, so it didn't show up in the game. So I just kept on what she was currently wearing. And as I went CC shopping, I found a skin that was Ellie's skin from the past game. But I couldn't really use it because it made her look like a ghost, and it was for the child Ellie, not the older version, which was much more like a little bit more tanned. So I went back and just kind of like made my own version of her skin with all the CC I currently had. And yeah, so that took me a while. So, I actually found something that I'm very proud of. I was going CC shopping, as I've told you probably a zillion times now, and I found this adorable hairstyle that I was like, that is pretty close to what she was in the game. And so I kept it probably throughout the entire video, except for when I lost my mind for a second, was like, is this really my best option? And yes, yes, past Alila, yes, it is. So, you guys are about to see the hideous, yes, it's right here, the hideous top shirt I was talking about, like the flannel one. As I said, the shoulders were really, really, really boxy. So I tried finding some pants that maybe would complement it, but nothing really did. So I went back and forth between shirts and pants in my hopes to actually find something that worked. This is around when I realized that I didn't really like the skin she was wearing, so I went back to the skin tones and stuff like that to try to find the one she was wearing, and I took it all off, and then I found a few different ones that I liked, and I chose this one and mixed it with a few others to make it the most accurate. And it's kind of like a little sunburnt nose. I don't know why, she's just in the sun a lot. And I got to the end of the video, so I started off showing you guys Dina, which I thought turned out really good. My brother kind of got mad at me because he said her eyes were too small, and I sort of agree, but I kind of took my own take on it, so I hope you guys like her. And then I went on to show you guys Ellie, which I think was my favorite of the two after I made them. Her shirt is a little bit glitchy, but I hope you guys can get past that. And after I show you guys Ellie, it was kind of the end of the video, so I just wanted to say thank you, Looney Llamas, for watching this, and have a beautiful day.